Check out these defensive gems from the Clippers. Jim Larratt's in right field going. Yeah, nice snag, man. Explosive reflexes from Pat Kelly at first. And at short, Spike Owen. The New York Yankees, man, they're making me proud. To give the opposing Angels their due, Chad Curtis came up with a pretty nice catch. That was Friday night. Jays, Red Sox, and Yankees tied for first in the East after the weekend. Over in the National League, the Astros may be out of the race, but don't tell Andrew Arcedeño. And the Pirates struggling in the East, but not on this play. Zane Smith starts the 1-6-3 double play. Pretty nifty, huh? And back to the Jays for a moment. John Olerud still leads the American League batting category. No thanks to Juan Gonzalez of the Texas Rangers. Nice stretch. Hey, Juan's up there in the batting stats, too. And now for some of the stranger moments in Major League Baseball. From the Who Needs Enemies file, who needs an outfit like that? The Royals' Greg Gagne taken off course by his teammate. Who needs enemies? And Andres Galarraga of the Colorado Rockies probably had some choice words devoid of cliches after this particular tangle. And from the Padres, Phil Plantier. Now you got it, now you don't. The Expos, thank you, Phil. Has Major League Baseball ever given any thought to handing out batting helmets to some of the fans? I mean, after this caber toss by T.J. Snow, maybe they should start thinking about it, huh? The squirrel wasted no time. JT's got the bat. I'm out of here, man. At the U.S. Open, Laurie Merton won it, but there were some great shots from other golfers. This was not one of them. However, Michelle McGann recovered with her very next stroke and then would land in the cup. Also finishing the Open 5 strokes back, Nancy Lopez, who had one of the better shots of the tournament, that birdie. You know, in sports, you got to be unflappable. You got to be focused on your goal. No matter what gets you down, you must get back up and overcome. Nice goal, huh? Hi-ya! Here's your best right of the weekend right there. Oh, you think that smarted a bit? And another slap in the face of Talladega's veteran Ernie Irvin gets sent airborne by Tracy Leslie. Irvin was okay, but out of the race, he'd been running second at that point. Ah, yes. It was a big weekend for some. Bigger for some than others. How many gallons will you put in that hat, huh? And what exactly would you put in it? And now the Live at 5 exclusive on Mondays, the plays of the weekend. Let's start with some great hustle. Get a little sweat going here by going to the wall for an out with Lenny Dykstra. That feel good, folks? Well, this next catch is for experts only. Billy Hatcher of the Boston Red Sox. You have to be very, very good indeed to come up with one like this. Bo Diaz of the Texas Rangers. Nice reaction, even in slow motion. And not any old leaf can produce a highlight like this. Steve Buechele had it timed perfectly. Now it's time to hit the dirt with Thomas Garcia of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And how about Pat Kelly of the New York Yankees? Hello, what a play. And now, the plays that get you right in the kisser. I mean, I'm serious too, folks. Here he is, Jay Bell of the Pirates with the slide that I guess had him reaching for the water pick for hours afterwards. And here's another one in the kisser. Oh yeah, by the way, Andy gives him the best mark at 9.8. Here's one in the kisser. Watch the far court, Yvonne Lendl with the shot. Oh, right there off the net, Judge. Sorry about that, kid. And at Lake Washington, Mark Tate gets a little too much wind beneath his hull. He is up and out of the water. Oh, what a crash in Lake Washington. A little more relaxing water fun was had in Dallas, folks, with raft days, and a move to you as well. As Harry Carey would say, holy cow! To these plays. Jay Delsing with the chip shot at 16, that at the PGA Classic in Jericho, New York. But the best belonged to Raymond Floyd. Here, he would come up with a beautiful shot, go on to win this event. He would have a great weekend, no doubt about it. Want to take you on some exotic moments now. It's certainly a specialty here in the plays of the weekend. Wonderful moments in sport that leave you breathless. And what's better than one wonderfully talented athlete than two, of course. Threw that in to go along with our dive theme on Live at 5 here. And now, speaking of dives, we bring you Dennis Martinez, the Montreal Expos, had a tough time at the old plate. Big swing, a minor dig, and then a thing he calls a self-inflicted fling on the ground and kind of laughing at himself. Some other rare moments and outscored 6-7. That's right, Jose Offerman for Eric Davis. And here's one of the strangest double plays turned by the Los Angeles Dodgers on the Chicago Cubs. No, that was not a fly ball, folks. The runner at first had to run. He didn't. 2 out on the play. And here is the very best catch of the weekend, Tony Gwynn of the Padres, to end the game against the Cincinnati Reds. Gwynn also had a home run in this game in slow-mo. Oh, baby. What a catch, Tony. In NFL exhibition play, the Raiders, Vince Evans to Charles Jr. Yeah, one step in, he's in there for the TE. Now, of course, I prefer to have an animal carry the balls, and for that matter, the clubs, like a llama, huh? Best caddy going. In the pits, Mario Andretti having a hard time getting out, and so without reverse, he pulls the same kind of move Nancy uses when she hears about big clothing sales going on. Yeah, right? That's the 180. I'm on my way. Credit card in hand. In ASA racing at the Mellow Yellow 300, Ontario's Andy McDonald makes contact with John Freeman's car. The bodywork. Oh, have you ever seen that before? The bodywork completely separates. Freeman, he just keeps on trucking. The plays of the weekend. Too hot to carry on. We're simply going to have to cool down for a few days until Friday when we bring you the plays of the week. It's now a Live at 5 Friday exclusive Atlantic Chrysler Dealers Plays of the Week, where things can be a little hairy at times, especially if you have Dan Gladden around. He's no Barber of Seville, but strength coach Brad Anderson isn't flinching, so let the clipping continue. Hey, this is the Plays of the Week. If we're going to have haircutters on, we'll go for the medieval variety. In addition to the heads, these guys do arms and legs. And in that spirit, we bring you the Robin Ventura-Nolan Ryan showdown. Nolan, at 46 years old, can quite obviously still hold his own. Nolan stayed in the game, didn't allow another hit, nor did he hit anyone else. But in the stands, there are, of course, impressionable youngsters looking for heroes. No problemo. We specialize in heroes in the Plays of the Week. How about the Astros' Ken Caminetti to end the ball game? That was one of a few spectacular endings this week. Ironman Cal Ripken had another nice play, Cal. And then there was that wild finish, the Mets Expos game. Listen to this.
Bonilla, the long throw, safe. Throw to second, safe. Throw to the plate. Now they get him in a rundown. Oh, Bonilla makes a fine stop. Franco running the bet. They get him.
That's it. Game's over. For pitchers, the game is often over before it's over. That's a Yogiism correlate. Chad Henkin of the Jays in no mood to discuss it anyway. And another heartbroken Blue Jay, Joe Carter. When this ball got away from him, Don Mattingly got himself a 2-run dinger. But now, here are the ones that didn't get away. Robin Yount reaches up and prevents a home run. Darren Lewis of the Padres. Ditto for Darren. All right, what a grab. And there were some other outfielder moments worthy of the Plays of the Week. Brian Thompson of the Mets going to the wall. He's up. He's got the ball. Nice catch there. And Bernard Gilkey of the St. Louis Cardinals on kind of a spongy turf. Way back behind home plate, Mike Lavalera of the Chicago White Sox. And back in the outfield, Ivan Calderon with an excellent dive on a drive. Back in the infield for Todd, I'm so full of zeal of the Cardinals. And here's a creative out. Fernando Valenzuela just kind of kicks the ball over there first base. You handle it from there, buddy. Yeah, we got him. But the very best baseball play of the week, well, that comes from Chuck Carr of the Florida Marlins. Oh, man. Is this guy something else or what? Chuck Carr, we love what you do for our Plays of the Week. After a highlight like that, you know why these guys don't play for peanuts. In fact, they throw the peanuts out and keep the cash. Pirate Alejandro Pena, he was just watching the world go around, while Orlando Merced, why, he had his sights set on a slightly bigger pair of glasses. You know, the ones with the big telephoto lens. A lot of glass in those ones. Best football catch of the week, hands down, goes to the Washington Redskins. White shot. I don't know. I guess you don't need two hands to play that game. And in boxing, Montrealer Otis Grant wasn't sure if he was defending his NABF middleweight boxing title or some wrestling title he didn't know he even had. In the end, though, he made it clear, very clear to his opponent, that this, indeed, was boxing. Just about time for our swan song, but since we gave the Swans a week off, we've had to resort to this flock of freestyle skiers in summer training, which just reaffirms that on the Plays of the Week, we like to make a big splash. Another educated fans who knows what he likes. Now remind him, Mom, that we also have the Plays of the Weekend on Monday.
We'll see you on Monday for sure. Another hot edition of the Plays of the Week.
Yeehaw! Days look off your face, and we hope it'll work you into a frenzy. We know it always works when the fanatic makes him downright frantic. In fact, there were some ball players involved in a little self-flagellation this week, too, and you can see why. In the words of Homer, what split-second reflexes? Hey, Tony Gwynn! Yeah, you, Tony, why don't you put a little stickum on those hands? Maybe I'll help you get that ball. And the acts of bravery in the outfield is truly amazing. And you know what the Marlin was doing through all of this? Sitting back and saying, what a bunch of maroons. But hey, Marlin, they weren't all messing up. Check out John Jaha and Walt Weiss of Florida here. What a nice leap for one and an easy double at first. How about that roving Ranger Mario Diaz? Nice grab at third and the amazing throw to first that's in time. How about that big hunka burning first baseman, Cecil Fielder? of the Detroit Tigers. And hey, haven't seen Ozzie in the plays in a while, so we're glad to have him with this nifty little stoop. And back in the outfield, Mickey Tettleton slams the alarm clock, dives out of bed for this catch. And here's one for you suffering Expos fans. Marquise Grissom, take your cue, man, you're on. And Marquise responding very nicely there, huh? Now let's get the heart pumping and the lungs heaving with some wind sprints leading the way. Ray Langford of the Cardinals and Sammy Sosa of the Cubs. He's got it. And the Orioles, Mark McLemore going to the wall, right where the sign says almost, and straight up. Nice one, Mark. Too bad 2 runs came in on that. As for you, Mr. Merlin, after those catches, the boys want to know, just who are you calling a maroon anyway? Here's the 3-star play of the week in baseball. Derek May of the Cubs is Jeff Conine stutter-stepping from the plate as it bounces, falls into sir, call off your search. That ball didn't go off the wall. He caught it, okay? At the PGA Championship, round 1, Lanny Watkins with the shot of the day at the 11th hole. Where's it going to go? You know it's going to go in. It's not a hole-in-one, but it went in. He would finish a stroke behind the leader. How about Phil Mickelson at 18s? You want to finish your day? That's the way to finish your day. Those guys had no problem placing the ball, but not these guys. Count the tips on Jeff Hostetler's ill-fated pass. 3, 4, 5, 6. I counted 6. Okay, finally, the 49ers have it. Maybe some NFL team would like this lady on special teams. 18-year-old Jennifer Smith, the human cannonball. Maybe carry the ball for field goals. And hey, who turned on that fan? Sucker! Turn that thing off. I gotta get back to my focus. Gotta get some plays of the week for Paul Mennier. Turn that thing off, man. And now a greasy little chick from San Diego gets his kicks by embarrassing Major League Baseball players. Usually gets away with nary a feather out of place. Not this time, though. Sweet retribution at last. A little bit of this. Hey, what, Friday the 13th? How about a little hocus pocus? Oh, let's see, what else can we do? Yeah, what else can we do to that crazy little clucker? How about that? Take that, chicken, and get out of here. Hey, time's running out. Frank Viola, can we fade to black, please? Yeah, he should be working in the TV business. Till next time, it's ta-ta. Oh, I nearly forget. I'm going on vacation. I had a little something extra for you here. Have no problem filling his days with fun. A little flashy, huh? But this is the dog plays, not the dog days, so we have to show you moments like these. Moments the plays would obviously like over again. I say the players. No grace there, Dan Gladden. Hey, nice try, but no leather, fella. And poor Kevin Gross of the Dodgers. He must have been wondering, what did I deserve a night like this? First beanball, okay? And then Pirates manager Jim Leemland goes berserk in my direction. Kevin say, hey, man, I was the victim here. Leave me alone, sucker. And speaking of brawling, did Tony La Russa's Oakland A's look like a team that won't make the playoffs or what? The worst of this, Edwin Nuno's cheap shot on B.J. Surhoff. We slowed it down for you. Oh, this is a cheap shot. You know you're going to hear some more about this. That was ugly, folks. Edwin, you are in serious need of an attitude adjustment. Might I suggest my friend the Marlin? He seems to have a pretty good prescription. And speaking of the Marlins, Chuck Carr gets the nod to start the highlight reel with this running beauty. Coming off the mound to make the plays of the week, Eric Hillman of the woeful New York Mets. Hey, that's not bad, Eric. And how about Jose Rio with the comebacker? And, big Cecil Fielder at first. Watch this lazy try. I got plenty of time, man. That's good for a tag play. Jeff Branson of the Reds comes up with the best play going into foul territory. Nice grab there, Jeff. But the best game-ending catch of the week, why, that went to Derek Bell of the Padres. How would he slide? About 4 feet there? Best play, the Expos turning the triple play on the Cubs. Kirk Reeder checks the runner, checks him. Yeah, Ray Sanchez, I got you, man. This one's history. Triple play for the Expos. Most creative out, Todd Stottlemyre. You hit the guy with the beanball. Just make sure you get the bat, too. It's a fair ball. Just jog down, apply the tag. Yeah, man, you're out of there. The wildest play of the week, Mike Devereaux of the Orioles going to the wall. Now, he's an expert in this area. Not today, man. Not even close, man. Not even the right area code. So here comes Butch Davis. He's hustling for the inside the park home run. Yeah, Butch, we're going to give you the home run, man, but we're going to give you something to remember it by. A little bean in the head there, okay? Don't worry, you got your home run. Hey, hit me again, please, all right? And would somebody please knock this guy in the head once or twice? What possesses these fans to leave perfectly good seats to get thrown out of a ballpark? Hope you had insurance in your TV on that one. And here, at Riverglade Speedway in New Brunswick, the Dukes, Carmen Christie of Barrington Passage, Nova Scotia, riding the wild side, huh? Thanks to Paul Sonia of Dieppe for sending us the footage. And yo, Carmen, maybe you should be wearing a smoking jacket. What do you think? Huh? Maybe you'd like to sign up for driving lessons from the Philly Fanatic. You know, safety's utmost in his mind. Also in his green furry head, his old pal Don Zimmer. Yeah. He's been playing around with Don Zimmer lately. Now, I don't know how much longer the filly can milk this one, folks, but I know for a fact that Don Zimmer's getting just a little con. Come on, keep it in, Don. Hold it back, baby. No, he's got to get that filly fanatic and close out the plays. Come on, Philly, get out of here. The plays every Friday and the weekend edition Monday. Something to get about.
Excited about, Paul.
Thank you, Janice, for finishing that for me. You know, I ran out of gas in the last 2 words. How do you like that?
I don't think you'll ever run out of gas, Paul Mennier.
From thin air. Hello, ball. Right, man. Nice catch there. Now here's a story involving that fun-loving Expos pitcher, Dennis Martinez. You know Dennis Martinez, right? Dennis Martinez, he of the bubble gum, who likes to have a little fun with that, too. On Friday night, here's how our tale begins. He's pitching to Houston's Jeff Bagwell. Just a little inside on that one. Now, the Astros decided to get even. Okay, that's Todd Jones' pitch on Dennis Martinez. He's saying, I think that was retribution there, man. So Dennis saw through this, immediately suggested the umpire also see it as a retribution pitch, and then Dennis gathered more evidence standing at the edge of the box there, got that the pitcher thrown out, and then look at this. Dennis is at first base. They try and pick him off again. Yeah, a costly error for the Houston Astros. Not only that, but the Astros lose another pitcher. Yeah, he's out of there. Dennis Martinez, the subject of retribution by the Houston Astros. It went awry. Moving right along now to the some of the better plays of the weekend. Speedy Otis Nixon of the... that's not a bad play. I threw that in for Murphy. He likes the Braves. How about this effort here by Tim Jones of the St. Louis Cardinals? Oh, what a catch. And check this one out. Guy by the name of Brett Boone robbing Tony Fernandez of the Jays. Oh, that was a nice catch, too. Now, still with the Mariners and Blue Jays on the weekend, check out this run by Ken Griffey Jr. on Ricky Henderson. It all added up to a migraine of the weekend for the Hey, come on, Juan, take better care of your head. Look at how the Mo Vaughn is treated by the Red Sox. They take good care of his old noggin, huh? Now for a couple of plays that I went batty for. That's Jeremy Burnett's losing his. I'm talking about the best plays by Batgirls. What an outstanding miss here by the Mariners ball girl. And then we had this by the Astros ball girl. Huh? Looks like a fumble, right? Nice recovery. On the tennis courts this weekend, best return of the weekend, Michael Chang against Mark Rosset. Rosset, however, would win the Hamlet Cup. And at the Arthur Ashe Tournament for age, Andre Agassi, one step ahead of John McEnroe. Now, this is the end of the match. Check out Mac. McEnroe decides, hey, man, I've had enough. That kid's run me ragged. I'm just going to hide out for a while, okay? And hiding out was on the minds of some fans at Saskatchewan Place when the Saskatoon Slam and Winnipeg Thunder locked horns in their NBL semifinal. This has got to be one of the wildest basketball brawls I've seen in quite a while here. These two teams, they meet tonight for the fifth and deciding game of their series. The winner will meet the Cape Breton Breakers. Just a wild brawl in the National Basketball. They just didn't want to give up the ghost in this one. Hey, at least the fans got their money. If the fans like that kind of thing, they got their money's worth, right? Hey, the hits just keep on coming on the plays of the weekend. Check out this one, folks. Here comes Johnny Barnes of the San Diego Chargers, knocked stupid by the San Francisco Sandwich hit. Here it is. He had to be helped off the field. He was okay, though. What a hit. Football can also be a thing of beauty. A witness to one-hand grab by Mike Pritchard of the Falcons from Chris Miller. And now, what we lovingly refer to as our Ride on the Wild Side segment of the plays. It starts with yesterday's ASA race where styrofoam was flying after this crash. Substantially more was flying on Friday during qualifying for the Belgian Grand Prix. Italy's Alessandro Zardini hit the wall at 290 kilometers an hour. Just the shell of his car was left. Ayrton Senna wiped out in the debris. Here's another look at a wicked crash. And the miracle here is that Alessandro Sanderi will race again. And finally, one more ride on the wild side. Look out. Oh, no. See that? That's 90-year-old Porter Harvey. He's a newspaper publisher from Alabama. Decided to spice up his life a little bit there on the weekend. It was bungee jumping for the first time. You know what he wants to do next, Nance? He wants to try... Go, Porter, go, baby.
Oh,
he wants to try hang gliding next. The plays of the weekend. We've never been afraid to jump from 180 feet or less.
Speak for yourself.
You know what I like about Porter? He's got the right idea. He says, hey, man, I don't understand why all these young people are bungee jumping. They've got so much to risk. I'm 90. Maybe I got 11, maybe a couple more years to risk.
Oh, I
He's
bet
just
he has
going to keep on doing wild things.
Gotta like those plays of the weekend.
Time now for the ATV exclusive, the wild and the wacky, the woolly and the wonderful, the Atlantic Chrysler Dealers plays of the weekend. What does Friday mean to most of us? It's the day we reflect on the week that was, the 5 days past of working our fingers to the bone, probing for perfection, and then finally achieving and receiving our just reward. And then all we want to do is just jump in the boat and spend the weekend having a little fin, right? But we can't shake moments like this one. Yes, the toil of the week. Those bubblehead moments that cloud your perception of rest and relaxation. Keep your wits about you at all times, though. To wit, this wooden launch that gave one of our colleagues in the camera trenches a bump on the head. This guy may look like a bump on the log, but he's prepared for anything that might fall from the sky. Look out, it's Tim Hewlett, swinging and missing, and he sends the Angels bench running for how fast can these guys run? The sad news is not very fast in slow motion. Enough of these projectiles, they're giving us headaches. Oh, speaking of headaches, bases loaded, Kevin Brown of the Rangers falls down a Baca run, scores once in a... Yeah, right, it was a blue moon, okay. Oh, Joe Orsulak of the Mets, he was trying to hit that blue moon, but Eric Anthony of the Astros, no way, sucker, I got that ball. Hey, check out these great plays. Weiss of the Marlins, nice. And Gardner of the Padres doing a little gardening for this one. And hey, this one's easy. Scott Erickson of the Twins says, I like it. Now to some big moments in the outfield. Ron Jant, got this one for you, Murphy. Gunning it for the fence, he gets the ball, he's got it. Yeah, nice play. And oh baby, look at this one. Chad Curtis of the Angels, howdy, twist around for that. And now some really significant catches. Dave Justice, you hear that, Murph? The Braves again coming out of nowhere to end the inning. And this is the best. Brian Thompson of the New York Mets, twisting, turning, falling with the ball to end the game. That's right, Mets win. Brian, man, you okay? Yeah, he's got that ball. Got to take a look at this one more time. Brian Thompson, what an incredible catch. Now, when you see a beauty like that, it kind of makes you wonder. I mean, how the heck did plays like this one happen? I mean, what? Hey, hello? Hello? Yeah, are you in? No, he is in a ball game and he doesn't know. I know, bud. Must have been that blue moose, sure. Here's another rare occurrence. Stefan Edberg knocked out of the U.S. Open by the passing shot wizard, Karl Novacek. And hey, how about Keith Hernish, the Duke's driver from Salisbury, who put the pedal to the metal at Riverglade Speedway and, pedal stuck. Yeah, spectators getting a nice view of the muffler system there. I don't know if it had been me, I would have been crying for my mama. This is where the lady fingers came from, folks. The plays of the week. More fun than peekaboo. Just not as time now for the Live at 5 Monday exclusive. The plays of the weekend. And yes, Gridiron fans, yeah, football is back, both pro and college, with a great diversity of mascots. Nice try, Georgia, but to quote Crocodile Dundee, this is a mascot. And the cattle call continues. Larry Walker of the Expos making an appearance for this steal of home. A lot of bumping going on this weekend when Mo Vaughn called off Danny Darwin on this pop-up. Yeah, Danny, you should run when Mo Vaughn's coming your way, huh? Yeah, it's okay. I got the ball. We're doing okay. Everybody stay calm. All right, I like it. Hey, a lot of hits and near misses on the weekend. Things were getting a little batty. Hey, and look, father-daughter bonding moment here. How'd you like that high five, Daddy? What else can we do today at the ballpark? All right, the best plays of the weekend. Nice leap for the Seattle Mariners by Omar Vizquel. Roberto Alomar here, up to his usual good stuff with the grab and throw across his body in the outfield. Kenny Lofton of the Cleveland Indians, and going to the fence. Now, folks, this should have been a home run. Shane Mack on his horse. You think it's gone? Watch this jump. He's got it. Nice one, Shane Mack. Best out with no thanks to the catcher, Kevin Brown of the Texas Rangers, who bare hands on the juggle. The best pitcher of the weekend, who got a lot of help from his friends, one-handed Jim Abbott of the New York Yankees, who gets a brilliant play from Wade Boggs to keep Albert Bell off first. Jim Abbott finishes with a no-hitter. The Yankees, man, are they ever hot. A great celebration for Jim Abbott. Who'd have thunk he'd be pitching a no-hitter in the major leagues, huh? Now, how about those Yankees? Tied for first place now with the Toronto Blue Jays. Hey, and if that wasn't enough to make you lose your gum, yeah, right. Lou Pinello. Yeah, go ahead, pick that stuff out. It's still good gum, man. Why not? How about this to make you lose your wad of gum here? Bugging David Wells for a souvenir ball. The Detroit Tiger turns, gives that fan there his glove. You saw it, right? Fans say, man, I don't believe this. This guy just gave me his glove. He's going to turn to a guy and should I keep this thing? I better give it back. The guy says, the guy in the pink here on his right says, now hang on to it. Yeah. David Wells says, I was joking about that. Psych, here's a leather glove for you right in the kisser. Corey Sanders in the first round with the left on George Stevens. The fight would be stopped moments later. Corey Sanders now 20-0, has 13 KOs, 9 of them in the first round. The hits keep coming. Warren Moon smoked by Robert Goff of the I Ain't No Saints in a U.S. college ball. Second best TD of the weekend. Gerald Sewell of Tulane, who, did you count them? 1, 2, 3, 4 tacklers. Put on the rocket boosters. Here we go. 98 yards for the score against Alabama. Here's the best, though. Check out these moves by a kid named Westbrook of Colorado. How'd he do it? Oh, baby, what some great moves eluding the tacklers into the end zone. Now, how about those New England Patriots, folks? Yeah, they lost, and I don't have a clue how they let Andre Reed of the Bills get through their class. They had him. They had him. No way. He got through for the TD. Best catch in the NFL, and some nice camera work here, too. Houston's Curtis Duncan on his back, down at the one. Oh, what a catch. And the best clubhouse play, Cleveland's Sandy Alomar tapes rookies Manny Romero and Julio DeVerne together. Okay, the premise here is that he's going to lift them up together off the ground. Suckers! Hey, boys, welcome to the big leagues. Yeah, you're really in the show now. A little baby powder, soften up your hands a little bit. Oh, man, did they get suckered pretty good. Yeah, sure, we were going to pick you up off the ground. Right, what do they weigh, about 190 each? Sorry, fellas, you made the plays of the weekend instead. I hope you get into the game sometime before the season is over. Hey, the plays of the weekend were cute, and we know it every Monday. And now time for the reconstruction of the wildest moments of the week. The Live at 5 exclusive Plays of the Week, the Atlantic Chrysler Dealers Plays of the Week. In fact, and yes, we are, indeed, fanatical about the Plays of the Week. Hey, you know, it's very exciting stuff. As everybody, including that big, green, ugly Philly tonight. I shouldn't say that. Philly, you're an okay guy. Just stop beating on the fans, would you please? And to prove that it's a great show, we've got an endorsement from a professional. Thank you, Greg. Folks, this is not what you might think. These guys are not out to teach Mark Whitten a lesson for putting shaving cream in their shorts or anything like that. No, this is how a team honors a guy who's done something that hasn't been done in over 60 years. It's a 21-bat salute from Mark Whitten, who hit 4 homers, drove in 12 runs in a game. He's got the souvenirs to prove it. All right, Mark. Over in the National League, Houston was flipping over Daryl Kyle. Got a no-hitter. Just the 3rd in the majors this season. Great help there from Cedeno. Quite a night to remember for Daryl Kyle. Now, not all of the Astros staff had such a memorable week. Yo, Peter Harnish. What was that? Pete's asking himself the same. I don't know what I call that pitch, but I threw it, and I'm sorry, okay? That was an almost pitch. This an almost stand-up double here. Now let's see a whole bunch of ball players fall down. All at once. 3rd inning last night, Cubs pitcher Frank Castillo brushes back Mariano Duncan, and here they come. Boys will be boys. I don't know what these guys are hoping to accomplish, but hey, everybody else does it. We're going to get into a big fight, okay? Women should be running the world, guys. Oh, and how about this one? George Bell of the Chicago White Sox, usually meek and mild-mannered, right? Yeah, right. Offended by the pitch, charges the mound, swings wildly, then is put down by Red Sox Mo Bum. We're going to take a look at one more time. That is just an excellent tackle there, Mo. And George, tisk. You should be ashamed of yourself. You need a little bit of mercy, which we have here in the Plays of the Week. Got some great catches in foul territory. Jeff King of the Pirates. And take a look at Ellis Burks of the White Sox sliding in to make an excellent catch. And then there was this effort last night by Roberto Alomar to get Terry Brown of the A's just by the skin of his shin palm. Holy smokes, those Atlanta Braves are hot. Listen to this.
Well, hit the left field. Back goes Gant to the wall.
Oh, Ron Gant into the wall, and a great catch. And on the mound, Oral Hershiser of the Braves handles a hot shot, keeps his wits about him, makes the play to first here. Nice work there, Oral. This one's even better, though. Isn't it, Donnie? Yeah, that's pretty good. Donnie Ruffin, barehanded on the one hopper. Donnie, you did it, man. You're into the Plays of the Week. Good work. Not quite as sure-handed as Morris Letcher of East Carolina. Watch this catch in the end zone. Now you're saying, Paul, what catch? He didn't catch the ball. The referee said he caught the ball. You, Morris, just play it cool like you had it and take the 6, man. East Carolina fans, they love it. Syracuse, though, won this game. Check out this play. Memories of St. Mary's Chris Flynn. Look at this scramble. Quarterback in the way. Chris Flynn fans like to see it. This guy will probably end up in the NFL, though, right? Rolling to his left, gets the man, touchdown. On the tennis courts, amazing shots at the U.S. Open, and some big names out of the picture. I mean, yeah, tell Boris Becker about it. Look at the shot that helped to do in Boris Becker. You believe it, Boris? No. And take a look at the net play between Wally Masur and Magnus Larsson last night. Masur is going to the semis. I know. I've been to those media hospitality suites, fella. You just got to keep your chin up and keep doing your job, no matter how. And folks, we don't mind if you eat those sunflower seeds, but don't spit the shells out on the court, okay? Takes a real mess and wastes everybody's time, so stop it. Hey, which would you rather, a ride on a bucking Brahma bull like this one? Or would you prefer to go a few rounds with this guy, Niagara Falls Finch family chimp, aiming to be a world champion of karate? Is there a third choice you're asking? Yeah, well, couldn't we just hang out with all these people? They seem to be having a pretty good Yahoo time off. The Plays of the Week. Go for it, kids. Wide-eyed and open to suggestions every Friday exclusively on ATV. You wouldn't, by this time of the week, most of us feel like, this little critter who showed up at Fulton County Stadium. Yeah, after 5 days with the old nose of the grindstone, it's like living the fox's life. The fox on the run. Took them a little while to catch him, but not very long to catch this guy, who wasn't very sly and certainly not very shy. A Florida Marlin fan looking like a fish, very much out of wire. Tackle that sucker and get it. No season tickets for you, man, no matter how much money you got. And here's some other Marlins who bit into the hook. Jeff Conine with the shot and Pirates Young. Yep, that's a double play. And here's another superb double play. This one turned in by the Houston Astros. It's Donald with the run into foul territory, makes the catch, and then guns it home for the Colorado Rocky, who broke from third. Yeah, he's out of there. Heading to the wall, Mr. 3000 himself, Dave Winfield of the Twins. Oh, is right, and getting an arm up on the play. Armas of the A's, he surprised even himself. And for the Montreal Expos, nice big slide there from White. Going to the wall and catching the ball. Boston Red Sox. It's Hatch. No, he's not afraid of the big bad green monster. It does have quite a bite, though. Going to the wall for a fall and no ball. Darren Lewis of the San Francisco Giants. Darren wasn't the only one falling down. Check out this fan in Kansas City. He's going. Gagne right into the arms of Greg. And if you like that dive, you'll love these. Football? You bet. And now let's beat the clock with the old Hail Mary. But hey, have you ever seen a Hail Mary end quite like this? Well, he's got it. They win. Beautiful. And training camp is in, folks. We're at Maple Leaf Gardens where a couple of rookies were practicing getting their licks in. This is 5'11" Ryan Vandenbush and 6'4". I know people hate it. Mark Rader's the guy's name. I know they hate it when I show this stuff. But you know what? This is a fairly common occurrence at training camp as young guys try to impress the coach. These guys' future teammates, and now some real fighters.
That picture is in the gym.
Oh, bone crusher and Elijah. Wake up, Elijah. And there was a medieval-looking battle between the Pittsburgh and Florida teams. Hey, when you're born with a sword, you're given the odds to win that kind of a fight. And if you like flashy moves, check out this goal by the Montreal Canadiens. Darby sure was nice. Not too bad. It was the only one they scored. They lost 8-1 to Detroit in exhibition. We showed you Moisey a little earlier. That horrible injury a few days ago. A little foreshadowing that this would be a rough week indeed. And here's another one right in the noggin. Umpire Henry Schwartz in the PCL AAA playoffs got a bat. Look at the bat right in the helmet. Oh, man, knocked unconscious. We're happy to report Henry's fine. The hits keep coming. And from pow to wow, checking out Jumpin' Jesse in Denver, Colorado. Jesse finished second in the World Dog Frisbee Championships last year. He's working real hard. He's practicing, hoping to be number one this year. We'll keep you up to date on that one. So, everybody, we say, woof, woof. The plays of the week come to an end. To all of this week's performers, thank you. Job well done. You can all take a bow now. We had to bring that guy back for an encore performance. Sucker,
falling head over heels.
What are you doing? Man, those balls are only like $6. What is the problem? Yeah, Youpie had his film camera out on the weekend. The Expos mascot got a lens full. We'll show you that in a moment. But first, the worst play of the week, and we couldn't squeeze this in Friday. Kansas City Royals here showing how not to throw the ball around. That's 2. Okay, working it, out into the outfield. 3. What a bunch of and that brings us to Youpie's home movie. Quite a scene at the Big O when this lad, he appeared on the field wearing his cowboy boots and not much else. Yeah, we're seeing more and more fan participation in baseball these days. See the bottom of your screen right there, way down at the bottom? Sometimes that fan participation, read the lips here if you can. This is not the case in New York. Nobody thought this was funny. The fan ran onto the field just as the Yankees produced what appeaed to be a game-ending fly ball. Was that kid trying that on purpose? I don't know. Here's some worthy plays of our applause. Jeff Kent of the Mets. Nice belly flop there. From the Brew Crew, running hard, it's Robin Yount. Hey, nice grab there, Robin. And watch the right of your screen as John Valentin of the Red Sox comes into Rob Wade Boggs. And for the Yankees, first baseman Don Mattingly. Hot stuff. Oh, speaking of hot stuff, in the NASCAR race yesterday, Mark Martin turned up the heat on himself. Folks, he came out of this unscathed. Boy, I'll tell you, I'd be in a hurry to get out of that car. Here in the Maritimes, NASCAR wrapped up its season at Petty Raceway in Moncton. Unprecedented number of crashes. The boys were having more than their share of trouble. 4 there. Watch the right of your screen here as number 40, Dale Richardson, driving to Mel Burton, just leaves the race. They needed a couple of tow trucks to get him out. Here is the wildest. Mike McKenzie went for a ride in the wild side, flipping over and landing on Doug Hill. We got an angle on this one for you. Incredibly, no one even slightly injured in any of these bang-ups. Oh, now a crash with a little spectator participation. Now you see the spectators coming up on the right of your screen. Now you see what's happening. Here's what they were saying. Jump, get out of here. Here's a quote unquote, okay? Here's a punch that looks like it was delivered by a Mack truck right there. Oh! And the hits keep coming. Doug Flutie of the Calgary Stampeders into the timer's table. Crunch. Couple of really wild plays in weekend football. Here in the U.S. College, you're looking at Alabama's Antonio Latham. Now, that was a terrific interception. That was a great catch in itself. Watch what he does with it. He goes all the way to the other side before finding a hole and cutting back in. Yeah, you know it. He goes all the way in for the touchdown against Arkansas. Yeah. But the best individual play came in the pros. That went to San Francisco 49er quarterback Steve Young, who's scrambling, going to his left. Now look, here he goes back to his right. Finally, he's going to unload the ball. You know who catches the ball? Steve Young catches it himself. Yeah, he gets his own reception off the bounce, nearly scores on. That's amazing, folks. Best golf shot of the weekend, Willie Wood with his second shot on the par 4 11th at the Hardy. You know where this is going, right, Nancy? You know it's going in the cup. We wouldn't show it otherwise. What? And since we started with intransigent intruders, let's end it that way. The ATV plays. We squirrel away the wild and the wacky and present them Mondays and Fridays exclusively for your viewing pleasure. Get that squirrel out of there. He wouldn't leave. Get out of here, man. We gotta play a little golf. Friday night, it's time to rock and roll with the Live at 5 exclusive Atlantic Chrysler Dealers plays of the week. Let's do it, folks, starting with the long shots of the week. Karen Dalton of the Phillies, crack of the bat. Everyone in the park knows he has a home run, except outfielder Phil Plant. Phil, it's over here. Relax, man. It's out of there. He's gone. No question about this shot by Atlanta Braves acquisition. Freddie McGriff, one of 2 home runs in his second game. He had a round tripper in his debut. 445 yards, says the tape measure. Wow. Some very long balls played at the U.S. Women's Open in Carmel, Indiana yesterday. Here's Michelle McGann. What do you think? It's going to go in the cup, isn't it? It's got to. The putt at 13's in there. She was in third place after round 1. Try this one on for size. Julie Inkster on 16 for par, and it's in. Time to celebrate, Julie. Yeah, right on. Get down, baby. And the chip of the day from Amy Alcott. She finished the day with a 70, tied for third place. Now, over the years, we have seen some great shots made with backspin. Now, this shot is not one of them. That sucker's just going to keep on going and going and going right out of the picture there. Here's a guy who goes and goes and goes when he receives a punt. We're talking Henry Gizmo Williams of the Edmonton Eskimos. Yep, another one took this one all the way back. He makes it look like a day at the beach, which is where we're going to go now. Fiesta Island off San Diego, home of the World Beach Ball Championship of Sport, which produces some very nice catches indeed, and some acrobatic ones too. Now let's talk about some real baseball, folks. Yeah, and talk. Number 1 rule in the game, don't hurt yourself. A really foul moment there for Will Clark, And don't get twisted or bent out of shape. You hear that, Jack? Don't get twisted or bent out. And if you are going to get bent out of shape a little bit, it better be for a good reason, like a weekend beanball. Derek Bell, going to make something of it? Nah, psych. Come to Papa. Well, uttered under the breath of some pitchers, results in some good results, like Maddox of the Braves, and here, Kirk Reeder of the Expos on the 3-1 to end the inning. Backing the pitchers are the men of the cage faces, and the big mitts like Surhoff of the Brewers, and Wilkins of the Cubs going. He's under it. He's got it. Yeah, nice catch. And now, number 1 with a bullet. The ATV compendium of unconscious catches, starting with a bullet from Pittsburgh on his mountain, galloping like crazy Robin out of Milwaukee. He's prancing and he's dancing. He's Cincy's Jeff Branson. Cleveland can feel good about this play. Felix Fermin. Oop, we got a blip on the radar, folks. Watch the left of your screen here. Watch the left of your screen for Biff Roberts of the Reds. Sure, he's got sunshine on his shoulder, but it won't stop him from holding her for an out. Pat Mears. 2 outs are better than 1, so we'll let Pat Mears start this one. Hey, folks, call it a twin spin. One of the nicest double plays came from the Colorado Rockies. Yeah, Twin Peaks here, folks, made possible by Andres Galarraga. Incredible stretch. Here's the replay. They don't call this guy the Cat for nothing, Nice play, Andres. Remember that old game, Twister? Craig Paquette probably played that a few times. But check out this reach for home plate over the tag of Tony Pena. You be the ump. This is the reverse angle. He's safe? He's safe. Hey, ask Ricky Henderson. He'll tell you, you win some and you lose some. But no one's losing quite like the New York Mets these days. San Diego's Ed Cianfranco, sharp shot down on third base line into the corner. After it is Joe Orsulak, who is no paper warrior, because the paper wins this one hands down with the ball off the stand into the outfield. Cianfranco all the way home. Yeah, the Mets have been taking it on the chin. Steve Darnell knows something about that, folks. Charles Crory rocked him, socked him, and popped him in the head until finally the ref said, Steve, my boy, it's good night for you. The Battle Royal this week, however, happened not in the square ring, but in the stands after California Angel Rennie Gonzalez launched his bat into the stands that way. I want it. No, it's fine. No, give it to me. Hey, man, so it went on, building the interest of all in attendance until finally a gentlemanly and sportsmanlike arbitration system was agreed upon. Hand upon hand, top palm wins from foes to very warm friends indeed. Oh, well, you never know what's going to happen in the ballpark. All's well that ends well, and we specialize in happy endings, the plays of the week. Sure, we're a little batty, but aren't we just so lovable as well? Intent on bringing you the fumbles, foibles, and follies, as well as the above average. We remain yours, back with a fresh highlight reel on Monday.
You are amazing.
Not me.
Don't you have to gasp for breath now?
I've got my little oxygen thing in
Wow.
there. Out of the way.
That's a world record.
Good little crop of
you're
players,
good,
I'll tell you.
man.
They cooperated this week.
It was a good week
And
for
you know
players.
it's going to be a good weekend, so don't you miss us on Monday.